My name is Barbara Sternberger, and I'm an abstract painter. I consider myself an artist that paints without wanting and paints without a plan, but paints as a practice. My intention is to have the work go through me and not from me, you know. So if it's from me, I'm talking about something that's going on with me, and I don't really want that at all. So my intention or my hope is that I have enough faith in the moment that something magical is going to happen. And it does, but it doesn't if I try to control the situation too much, you know. Oh, I want this painting to be good. No, I don't do anything like that. I just kind of go, okay, be brave enough to just, take the journey. I've painted for, over 40 years, and I can not tell you, honestly, I can look at the painting, I know I did it, but I don't remember doing it. But I remember painting every day. But so you're in this place where the time is present, and that takes you away from having this plan or this intention. Many of my workshops I call the spiritual bridge, because I think that's what painting can do. It can take you to a place, and you're as the conduit, in that place. I did my last representational painting probably in the late 70s, and it was barely recognizable. But from that point on, I so much gravitated towards the unknown of abstraction. The mystery of it, just the energy of it. Often when I'm getting ready to have a session in the studio, I'll try to kind of clear my, left brain. I'll let my right brain do more of the focus. I need to have everything at the ready. I don't do sketches. I don't, think, okay, that color should, I want it to be a little bit redder or a little lighter or darker. It's all happening, as it unfolds. Out of the tube on my palette or out of the tube on my color bars, I have the color already made and out there, ready, ready to go. I call the candy store. Pigments. Put several different pigments together. Put the binder in here and the pigment. Blend, 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 blend. And it's all the right proportion. Then I melt it. Then I pour it into the container. And then we've got these great bars here. So the time it takes to load your brush and reload it was also problematic. So I did the color bars so I could take there and I can just stay on there and just paint for as long as I want, When I use the tube colors that I've already mixed, then I work either with squeegee, my hand, and I just start to move the paint around. But I rarely use, the brushes, You see all those brushes, they're very dusty. When I'm applying the paint with the bars or just applying the paint with my hand and have that touch can also inspire vision. You get this kind of cross-sensory thing going on. But the important part of these bars is that you put them on, they feel great. And I'm doing this and it just feels so good. The magic, it's just like they're just saying, thank you for, releasing me onto this thing and, get out of the way and just, you can just kind of go, I describe it as breath, Breathe in, breathe out. Apply paint, scrape it off. Apply it, cover it up. If you think about, and I use this as an analogy, okay, here you see my face or my hand, okay, and you're looking at this. Well, everything that's underneath what you see is why this is making you think of this. Not what you see, but what's underneath there, you know. So with what I cover up, it's not that I'm covering it up because I don't like the way it looks. I'm just covering it up because during that session of the painting, it has to come together in the moment at once. And if I build and say, okay, you know, tomorrow I'll put on, you know, a little bit to the left or to the right. No, that's not what I'm doing at all. So much of them ends up underneath, but we'd never say, oh, you know, your hand is just skin. No, it's it's you know, what's going on. So much of what, you know, makes this work is what's going on underneath. And that's what I hope when you look at the paintings, is that you look past the elements that are there and go, like, oh, what else is going on? What else am I responding to? And I think it's that breath. And that's very much, you know, the chi, and, you know, and I like that. And it requires so much discipline and so much commitment and so much energy that an organization like SOLA, where they recognize that. And what I like most about the SOLA is the other women artists, mature women artists, that I wasn't aware of. And so, you know, coming across some of these other artists is really, you know, nice and inspiring, and I thank them for that. I don't let a painting go unless I am, you know, completely satisfied with it. Or someone told me that, you know, when they move, they feel at home once the work is up. So I'm glad they have this relationship with the work that is so much longer than I've ever had with it. You know, so that life that I want the paintings to have goes on, and that makes me feel good. But once the painting is finished, I really let go, and I don't, you know, hold on to it at all anymore. You know, it's a painting to me. You know, I'm not thinking about changing the world, just adding a little, maybe a little pulse to it. You know, I think painting is, you know, incredibly important, but I don't think individual paintings are incredibly important. You know, it's just one more thing to bring in, you know, that wasn't here before and is now and gets to go on. I think that's kind of nice, you know.